And then of course there's was like messages from the last like year and a half, and I was just like, so at first I didn't know what to do with it. So I guess this is the place to put it. So this is going to be a little bit of a Q&A. Now I'm not going to go through and list everybody and every question. So what instead I'm going to do is try to lump them because a lot of the questions were similar. Um, my little surprise that I had planned, it's taken a little longer than I had anticipated. Now, unfortunately, it's not a whole lot I can do about it because it's out of my hands. It's one element of it that um, is out of my control, and it never fails whenever you have to depend on someone else to do their job. I don't know what that is with Murphy's Law. That okay, you have a business that you do one thing in, and you can't even do that. I mean, it's like going to McDonald's and they're telling you they don't have Big Macs. You know what I mean? So, bad news, you're going to have to wait a couple more weeks, which is why my hair is still a little incognito. and but the good news is I'm going to do a little Q&A on some of the questions that were left in my inbox, and I guess on some of the comments on some of my older videos. All right, so here we go. Okay, first and foremost, the whole cleansing, shampooing thing. Um, a lot of my videos do show me using the water baking soda concoction. There was a question about, do I shampoo my hair first, co-wash it first before that? No, it either you're going to use shampoo, you're going to use whether that's a regular moisture mud, uh, something organic, or what is it? Kind of brain freeze. It's one or the other. Whatever's going to clean your hair cleans your hair. The baking soda water concoction will clean your hair all on its own. It's a little strange, I know, because there's no sud. So maybe that's why you're feeling like it's more like some sort of a rinse. But no, the baking soda in and of itself will cleanse your hair, which is why I started just squirting a couple little squirts of shampoo in just to give me the bubbles. And I think the bubbles are adding that kind of helps too because it lets you know that you've gotten it out. It kind of gives you that indication because with just the water, it, I guess there could be a danger of not rinsing out completely. So I have done that, but you're doing one thing, one method, whether it's an all-in-one or a shampoo or the baking soda. If you co-wash every day, the leave-in isn't really your focus. The co-washing every day is. If you decide to go with a leave-in, then the idea is you want to wake your hair up every day with water to reactivate that leave-in, whether that's um, a moisturizer or a gel, and then you just need the water to wake it back up. But again, depending on how much waking up you want to do. If you want to restyle your hair, I suggest drenching it because that requires some manipulation. If you just want to kind of save or wake up what you did yesterday, then maybe a spritz or, just not really caring about the water hitting your hair while you're in the shower, but not drenching it either might be enough. And then there's if you have moisturizer in your hair and you decide you want to do gel, that's when you want to wash your hair and start over. You don't want to do gel moisture, and keep layering all these leave-ins. Now, I called it finger combing only because you're just using your hands. It's no indication of how um, you used your fingers. It's not just a simple rake. Because I can't do that. I can do it on the ends a little bit, but to go from root to end, ain't happening. So when you look on my videos, I mean, there's a lot of this movement, and I do this all the way down the shaft. And I started needing to do that as my hair got longer. I found that this motion actually breaks up a lot of the tangling. Um, Even if I find an area that, if I try to do a section and I still find an area that has a knot, if I just even, you know, do this all the way down to that section, it will release eventually. I may have to, pick out, but this works. Why? I can't tell you. I'm just saying that it just does. And my hair, I probably have, you know 4 times the amount of hair that most people do. I mean, a quarter of my hair, if I go through a full detangling, takes me about 2 hours. And then the final step is, and of course this is all in the shower, is this finger pulling, where you're just going from root to tip and pulling out. And what that's doing is trying to make sure you're getting out as much shed hair as possible. It's not really a rake. It's kind of like you're just stretching your coils out from root to tip, and whatever's hanging off the end, just get it out, because it's the loose hair that you need to get out. And that also attributes to a lot of the tangling, because our hair just doesn't naturally fall out because it's not straight. So it lets go from the root, but because our hair is so coily, it just kind of, boop, it just, has nowhere to go because of all the coils. So it needs some help, which is also why you do it in the shower while your hair has conditioner in it, or whatever leave-in is being reactivated. As long as you feel that slip, then you have enough product in your hair, whether it's gel, leave-in, or conditioner. Which is why I say, you're going to have to drench your hair at least every other day, because it's synonymous to combing your hair and get rid of that shed hair. Whoever left this message, I could hear you cracking up as you were typing. Apparently, it was utterly ridiculous and funny and just whack, for lack of a better term. But by the time I looked up the link, it was gone. So, damn, I really wanted to see that too. But anyway, I mean, not to diss Tyra. I think that on this subject, she she tries really hard to try to, you know but if you don't know, then you can't speak about it, you know what I mean? And that's just the way it is. The mauling thing, I'll give you that all day long, but you can't speak on something that you don't deal with and don't have yourself. um, and that goes for anybody that doesn't deal with their natural hair on a day-to-day basis. You just can't speak on it. uh, you know, if you're not dealing with it, it doesn't work that way. You know, you only know what you know, period. Okay, so I hope I touched on everything. And if I haven't, just, you know, leave me some messages down there, and I'll try to get it on another go around. Maybe I'll bring back my Q&A vids specifically for that. If anybody has any more questions. But until then, and until I can get my foot up these people's asses to get my shit, so I can. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. This is why, you know, shortly after I got out of school and I worked for a few years, I was so ready to be a part of the professional world so that I could be among others who had their shit together and just, you know, wanted to do good work and could teach me even more. And but what can you do? I'm learning patience. I mean, what am I gonna do? Flip out? Then you're gonna hear about me on the news. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it is, because time is money. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I'm not gonna lose my head about it. So the minute I get it, I'll give it. All right.